The storm outside the research dome had been raging for hours, turning the plains of planet Virus 3 into a violent swirl of electric dust and violet lightning. I stood alone in the observation corridor, watching the sky split open in bright cracks. The other researchers had evacuated before the storm peaked, but I stayed behind to secure our data banks. Years of work were stored here, discoveries that could change humanity's understanding of alien biology forever. I should have left. Because the moment the storm knocked out half the dome's exterior lights, I heard something or someone banging on the outer airlock door. At first, I thought it was just debris. But the banging continued. Rhythmic. Deliberate. I grabbed my scanner, heart hammering, and hurried down the hall toward the airlock. Virus 3 wasn't known for friendly visitors. The native creatures were territorial and massively hostile. Nobody should have been out there in that storm. When I arrived, the scanner nearly glitched from shock. A life form stood at the airlock, humanoid, but with energy signatures unlike anything I'd ever seen. Strong, unstable, dangerous, and injured. Her outline flickered through the reinforced glass, tall, lithe, armored in shattered plates of glowing blue metal. Blood, luminous silver, ran down her side. She looked like a warrior from ancient myth. And even through the storm, her eyes glowed. Not with pain, with warning. I hesitated only for a second before I hit the decontamination sequence. The locks sealed, air cycled, pressure stabilized. The inner door opened. And she collapsed into my arms. Beginning the warning. Her weight was surprising light, almost unnaturally so, as if gravity had only partial authority over her. Her skin was cool to the touch, a faint shimmer running across it like starlight. I dragged her to the medbay and quickly scanned her. Everything about her biology was unfamiliar. Her cells were hyperreactive to oxygen. Her bloodstream carried volatile energy compounds. Her heart had 3 chambers but beat stronger than any human's. She opened her eyes the moment the scanner began its diagnostic sweep. "You," she whispered, voice sharp but fragile. "Human. You're badly hurt," I said. "Let me help." Her fingers wrapped weakly around my wrist. They were slender but strong, too strong for someone near collapse. "No," she said. "Touching me is already a risk. But if you press your lips to mine," her voice trembled, "you will die." That made me freeze. Her eyes, silver and bright as lightning, held mine with an intensity that sent a shiver down my spine. "Why would my kiss kill me?" I asked. Her breathing hitched. "Because my people carry energy. We are born from the storms of our stars. Our bodies release sparks when bonded. A kiss is lethal to those not of our kind." I stared at her. She wasn't lying. "Good thing I'm not kissing you," I said. Her lips curled, part pain, part amusement. "Most humans wouldn't even consider it," she murmured. "You hesitate less than I expected." "I'm a scientist," I said. "Curiosity is in my job description." That earned another faint smile before she winced, clutching her side. I focused on her injuries. One of the broken armor plates had pierced her skin, a deep wound that glowed with unstable energy, pulsing like a miniature storm. "This will hurt," I warned. "Hurt is familiar," she replied. I cleaned the wound and sealed it with a stabilizing foam. Sparks danced along her skin, reacting to my touch but not harming me, though the air hummed sharply every time I pressed too firmly. "You should rest," I said. "I cannot." She forced herself upright. "They will follow." "Who?" "My hunters. My rivals. They would see me dead." "Why?" Her gaze darkened. "Because I am heir to the Storm Throne. And they want it." I blinked. She wasn't just some alien warrior. She was royalty. Dangerous royalty. Middle, the house full of secrets. Her name was Ilara, Stormborn of the House Varin. Her species, the Virati, lived among the storms of the upper atmosphere, drawing power from lightning. Their cities floated miles above the planet's surface, invisible to human instruments. "I did not intend to fall from the sky," she said wryly as I checked her vitals the next morning. "My shuttle was sabotaged. I barely survived the descent. You're lucky you landed near my research facility. Or unlucky. Humans are unpredictable. You can trust me." She studied my face for several seconds, expression unreadable. "I do," she said finally. I wasn't sure why her words made my chest tighten. Over the next hours, we repaired what damage we could to her armor. But movement sent pain shooting through her side. More than once, she stumbled and I caught her each time. Each time, energy crackled like tiny stars between us. "You should keep your distance," she warned as I helped her sit on the medbay bed. "Our energies react strangely with human bodies." "I'm fine. You don't feel it?" "No." She frowned, puzzled. "Strange. Humans should burn under such contact." "Maybe I'm built different," I joked. Ilara stared at me longer than before. "Perhaps you are." Despite the danger, a bond formed between us, gradual, unspoken, undeniable. She told me of her world, its floating citadels, its lightning rituals, its fierce politics. Each word was a story. Each glance held meaning. And I found myself watching her. Too often. She noticed. "You look at me," she said quietly one evening as I adjusted the medbay lights, "as if you are not afraid." "I'm not." "You should be." "Why?" "Because I am not like you." She stood, approaching me with slow, deliberate steps. "Because my presence is dangerous. Because my people do not form bonds lightly. And because a single kiss would end your life." She was inches from me. Silver sparks danced through her hair. Her eyes searched mine. "Then why," she whispered, "do you keep stepping closer?" I swallowed. "I don't know," I answered honestly. "But I can't seem to step back." Ilara inhaled sharply, energy flaring. For a moment, the room thinned into silence, charged and fragile. But she turned away. "We should finish the repairs," she said, voice trembling. "Before they arrive." The attack. The first explosion hit just after dusk. The dome shook violently. Alarms blared. Panels flew off the walls. "They've found me," Ilara said, grabbing what remained of her armor. Through the exterior cameras, I saw 3 dark shapes descending, sleek, angular ships with glowing red engines. "They'll destroy the dome," I shouted. "They will destroy everything," Ilara agreed. "Unless I face them." But she was still weak. "Your wound hasn't healed," I protested. "You won't survive a fight." "I must." "No," I grabbed her arm. "We survive together." She looked at my hand on her skin, energy sparking. Then she nodded once. Together, we ran to the control room. Metal screeched as one of the ships landed outside, its hull shimmering like black obsidian. A Virati hunter stepped out, armored in jagged crimson. His voice echoed through the dome. "Storm Air. Come out and die." Ilara stiffened. "It is Kayla. My cousin. He doesn't sound friendly. He believes the throne should be his. My survival threatens him. Then let's make sure you survive." We barricaded the doors. I activated the dome's defense turrets, primitive compared to Virati tech, but enough to slow them down. The first plasma blast tore through the outer wall, sending shards everywhere. "Be exposed." "I am born of storms," she said. "This is where I stand." Kayla burst through the opening, armor crackling with crimson lightning. His eyes burned with hatred when they fell on Ilara. "You should have died in the fall," he hissed. "But this time, I finish it." Lightning flared between them, silver versus red, crashing like thunder in the confined room. Ilara fought gracefully, each movement forging arcs of electricity. But her wound slowed her. Kayla overpowered her blow by blow. I couldn't just watch. I grabbed a plasma cutter and charged. Kayla struck me aside easily, sending me crashing into a console. Human, he sneered, raising his blade, you interfere in Virati affairs. Ilara screamed my name and unleashed a burst of energy so powerful it cracked the floor. Kayla stumbled, distracted for a split second. Enough for me to jam the plasma cutter into the weak joint of his armor. He roared. Ilara struck him with a final surge of lightning, sending him collapsing to the floor, unconscious. Silence fell. Then Ilara looked at me, truly looked. You risked your life, she whispered, stepping toward me slowly. For me. You saved mine first. Her expression softened into something fierce and vulnerable. Something dangerous. Something beautiful. Ending the kiss that should have killed. The storm outside quieted by dawn, but inside the dome, a different storm brewed. Ilara stood close, too close, as I tended to her shoulder. Energy sparked rhythmically against my hands, yet still, it didn't burn me. You are not like other humans, she said softly. Your body accepts my energy. It should not be possible. What does that mean? It means, she breathed, that the kiss that should kill you might not. She placed a trembling hand against my cheek. The air hummed. The lights flickered. My pulse thundered. You know what could happen, she whispered. I warned you. I remember. And still you don't step back. I won't. Her breath mingled with mine. Then, human, this risk is yours to take. She leaned in. Our lips touched. Lightning crashed through my body, violent, blinding, electric. Every nerve lit up like a supernova. For a moment, I thought my heart would burst. My vision went white. But I didn't die. Instead, the energy surged and then softened, threading into me like warm light. Ilara gasped, pulling back, eyes wide. You, she whispered in awe. You survived. I told you, I said, breathless. I'm built different. She laughed, bright, relieved, astonished. Then her laughter faded, replaced by certainty. My people will come for me again, she said. But I will not run. I will claim the throne. And I will return. To what? I asked. To you. She stepped back, activating her repaired armor. Silver light enveloped her. Until then, human, she said, voice soft but powerful, do not forget the one who kissed you and lived. The dome doors opened. Ilara rose into the morning sky, ascending toward the hidden kingdoms of the storms. And I stood beneath her, lightning still humming in my veins, knowing she would return. Knowing this was only the beginning.